What's up, YouTube? My name is Trey, and if you want to see how I went from this to this, keep on watching. Alright, y'all, so I just wanted to share a little bit of background about my skincare routine and my journey and how I've gotten to where I'm at. Ever since I was a teenager, I have always had issues with my skin. To be honest, it was one of my biggest insecurities, low-key, and I hated my skin. I have very sensitive, dry skin. Hormonal acne, always. I always had hormonal acne right here in the cheeks, and it would just leave hyperpigmentation that would take forever for me to get rid of. It was just right around, I would say 15 is when I really started to see hormonal acne kick in, which makes sense. You know, puberty kicks in and you start to experience all these bodily changes. But it was, it was kind of one of those situations where it really impacted my mood if my skin wasn't on point. And it was more so rare for my skin to be on point than it was for it not to be. So I just wanted to come on here and share with y'all the products that I have been using to basically get where I'm at now. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I took the whole skin filter off on my camera. That is not on right now. So this is my raw, unfiltered skin. And I will go ahead and give y'all a closer look. No, she's not perfect. Nobody's skin is perfect. But for me, somebody like me who do not have good skin, growing up, I had hyperpigmentation everywhere. And it might not be as bad as others, but for me, it was really something that I struggle with finding the right product. I'm sensitive, so anytime I introduced a product, it was very difficult. But I do want to mention I have combination skin, so my T-zone is usually normal and my cheeks are very dry. So first things first, the first product I want to put y'all on to, y'all will be surprised, maybe not, but this right here. Y'all know what this is. I've had this for almost 2 years. And this is how much I have in there. So this has lasted me, because this is like a $20. It has a crack at the bottom and I'm not letting it go. But this Aquaphor, once I introduced this to my regimen, it just changed the game. Okay, it helped seal in whatever products I was using, because my house is also very dry. So you got to think about your environment. In the winter months, I'm pulling this out. Okay? So I introduced that to my regimen, and it's just, usually I put it on at the end, after I've added, if I have serums at that time, oils, whatever, I put that on at the end before I go to bed. And I only wash my face once a day. I do not wash my face twice. That's just my personal preference. I feel like I would be irritating my skin at that point. Now, this next product with this brand, I have never heard of this brand until last year. I don't know how long they've been a brand, but they are an Australian brand, and I do think they've probably been a brand for a while, but they're low-key. It was hard for me to find it in my area. I could only get this stuff at Kroger. So the next product, this really changed the way I view facial cleansers, hands down. So this is the Emco Beauty Hydrating Cleansing Oil. Okay, y'all see that? And it's vegan and it's good for all skin types. Let me show y'all kind of that consistency. So this, when I introduced this, y'all, I saw immediate changes, and I will show y'all a progression of pictures, 1 week, 2 week, 3 week. It took I saw the way I started breaking out so much less. My skin was so smooth. After I did this, the first time I ever used this and I went to apply my moisturizer, I was like, my skin is so soft. It was insane. It was after one use that the skin felt different. It also helped out to even out my texture. I think if you have dry skin like me, finding yourself a really good, hydrating oil cleanser, using an oil cleanser is tea. I was sleeping on these oil cleansers, but it does something it just removes all that bacteria, all that dirt in a different way. I'm not somebody who can use chemical exfoliants, and so this was a really good addition to my skincare regimen. I'm not gonna lie, I swear by this. I use it every single day, and I have faith. It's good. I just have so many good things. So this was something I used last year, and the pictures that I'm showing y'all, those are from last year. And then I will insert a picture from today. That's what my skin was looking like out in the sun, no filter, okay? and it's because of this. And then my next product, so I'll usually start with this. I wash my face with this at the end of my day, and then I go in. This is also another MCO Beauty product. It is the brightening face oil, okay, and it is for all skin types. What it says is encourages smooth, supple skin and a more even tone, and I definitely can attest that it does all of those things for me. Using this, I have seen a huge difference in my tone. Like, my skin is so even, especially because I have eczema too. So in the winter, I get patches every now and then, and it starts to kind of mess with the tone of my skin. Like, it'll be dark or it might be light. And even in the summer, like, I'll have light patches. It's weird. So in the winter, I'll get these like dry, darker patches sometimes, and then in the summer it's like lighter patches. But I haven't had that at all this summer, and I haven't had it at all last summer. And I was not using this last summer. I was only using the hydrating oil cleanser, and then I was using a daily moisturizer, which I'll show y'all a picture of that. But this right here, I use this essentially almost every day. After I hit it with that, I will go in with the MCO Beauty, okay. I've been trying their product because I trust them now. The way they got my skin right, I trust them. So this is the Intense Moisture Boost, and again, everything that I'm using is normal to dry because I have combo skin. So y'all want to know what kind of skin, y'all probably know y'all skin type, but definitely cater to that. After I use the cleanser, then I go in with the oil. I will top it off with this, and this will be the final product. So that's 3 products for the day. I don't, no more, no less. And that's pretty much what I just do on a daily basis. Now, occasionally, like if I'm on my cycle and I have any type of like hormonal acne popping up, I might have ate too much dairy, maybe some sugar, and I might have like, you know, I might have a little breakouts going on, a little hyperpigmentation. I've been using this for 10 years, okay? This next product I've been using for 10 years. I will go in with the Pond's. This is the Pond's Clarence B3 Dark Spot Correcting Cream. And I know it's like spot corrector, but you can apply this all over your face. And it says, ideal for dry skin. It is dermatologist tested. Won't clog your pores, which I agree with that. It does not feel clogged. Same with the oil. The oil does not clog my skin at all. Even when I apply the Intense Moisturizer after, it does not feel clogged. It still feels breathable. It's not sticky to the touch. So yeah, you can apply this all over. It says apply to face and neck every morning and evening after cleansing. Like I said, I only wash my face once a day. That's just what works for me. So I do, if I feel like I'm having some breakouts and I want a little oomph, you feel me, a little razzle dazzle, I'm a grab this. I don't have much left. That's how much is in there. I have another one though. I do have another one in my drawer. I always keep this on deck because sometimes it's hard to find. Like, it'll be out at CVS, it'll be out at Walmart, so I stock up. And I've had this probably for a year. Like, these last me, y'all. I'm not, you know, you don't want to over consume. More is less, less is more. Now, I will admit I do have a backup. Like, MCO Beauty for me is kind of hard to find. Like, I typically can find it at Kroger. I cannot find it at Ulta in my area. I can't find it at CVS. I can't find it at Walgreens. Like, so if I like run out of that moisturizer, my fail safe is this Cetaphil, this gentle foaming cleanser. Can y'all see that? Now, I am not like a dermatologist, obviously. So a lot of these products, the first ingredient is water. I think most products are that way, and a lot of them I look for like glycerin, niacinamides, all your moisture grabbing formulated material. Like, that's what I look for. And this has vitamins B5 and vitamin E. So, and I prefer the foaming one. I have the regular gentle cleanser. For some reason, like, foaming products worked a lot better for me. And then I'll be right back. Okay, I had to grab this because this has helped. I think when I use these little pads, I think it has helped even my texture of my skin. I don't know if I said this, but like I said, I can't really use chemical exfoliants. I think it's just too harsh on someone with sensitive skin for me personally. So I use this every time. I always keep these in stock. You can get them anywhere: Kroger, Dollar General, Walmart, you know, anywhere. Okay, and that's what I love about them. So yeah, that is what I have for y'all today. I do hope this helps somebody, because I understand what it feels like to not feel confident when your skin is not balanced, or you know, you have a lot of acne that feels uncontrollable. And this is coming from somebody who I was not, like I said, I did not have just growing up naturally clear skin, as y'all seen. So these are real results, and I'm not, obviously I don't have that many subscribers at the moment, but I'm not sponsored. I'm doing this to really share with y'all and like hopefully help somebody, because feeling confident can start with your skin sometimes, you know what I mean? Just feeling that confidence and feeling good, because no matter, like, I'm not a person who wears makeup. When my skin is on point, I feel like I got makeup on. Okay, your girl felt like she might got a little filter, a little makeup on. Okay. Nah, but yeah, so if y'all really do like this video, please don't hesitate to hit that subby. Okay, drop a subby, drop that like button. And you know, I want to introduce some sunscreen into my regimen. If anybody has any suggestions, I'm gonna look and see if I can find anything with MCO Beauty, see if they have a sunscreen that I can add to my regimen. But if y'all have any suggestions, please feel free to drop them down in the comments. Sorry if I was all over the place, but I was just off top, you feel me? I wanted to be authentic, and I want to be honest, and I wanted to give y'all just the raw me, okay? But I hope that I helped somebody, and I hope somebody can take from this video. Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all take care. Check on a loved one. Tell them you love them. As always, stay prayed up. And I'm going to see y'all in another one. Peace.